I'm Geetansh Aditya, and in this video we are going to solve a HacktheBox Sherlock called Noxious. And this has been rated as very easy. So let's take a look at the Sherlock scenario. So the IDS device alerted us to a possible rogue device in the internal Active Directory network. The intrusion detection system also indicated signs of LLMNR traffic. So LLMNR is linked local multicast name resolution. So it's more like a DNS resolution, but only for the local devices. And it says which is unusual. We got an LLMNR traffic, which is unusual. It is suspected that the LLMNR poisoning attack occurred. Okay. And the LLMNR traffic was directed towards Forellard. Okay, we have the victim, I guess, and we have the victim's IP. And a limited packet capture from the surrounding time is provided to us. We are the network forensics expert. Since the since this occurred in the Active Directory VLAN, it is suggested that we perform network threat hunting with the Active Directory attack vector in mind, specifically focusing on LLMNR poisoning. So since this has been rated as very easy, I haven't solved it yet, so I'm going to solve it on the go, live in this video. So let's first go ahead and review the files. I'll open terminal here and let's extract it first. Hack the blue. I'll open this in Wireshark and we have the packet capture now. It says the capture file appears to have been cut short in the middle of a packet. Okay, so I actually don't know what this means. So let's go. Okay, let's take the questions. What is the first question? It is suspected by the security team that there was a rogue device in Florida's internal network running responder tool to perform an LLMNR poisoning attack. Please find the malicious IP address of the machine. So LLMNR is actually a protocol. So let's go ahead and take a look at this in LLMNR. Okay, there is a lot of traffic here, and we have both IPv4 and IPv6 here. So actually now try there are a lot of queries which are different, and I think I'll click on the source once to separate by source. This will give a better understanding. So 129 is legit. Okay, 135 is the one which is doing it, as you can see from the traffic info. So yes, 135, and here you can see it says DCC01. So that must be the typo which caused the responder to activate. So DCC01 is most likely the false name, the typo which the victim must have done. So usually it is GC01. So now I'll go to the here and I'll specify the IP address. It is, I'll also note it down in mousepad. So attack attacker 172.17.79.135. Okay, and let's copy it. Yeah, that is the answer. No problem. Okay, so it asks what is the host name of the rogue machine. So since we already have the IP address, let's go ahead and put it as a filter. ip.addr equals let's put here, and we have a lot of LLMNR, NBNS, I think NBNS can provide us the name. Let's check. Okay, it's not, this destination is not that. Okay. NBNS is actually NetBIOS name service. If you've seen my earlier video, then you can find it, you can understand it. NetBIOS name, let's check it here. No, this is not the one. This is not the one. This is by the responder, so it's not that one. There is a DSCP here, but this is for the broadcast. Let's check if there are any other DSCP for this IP address. So specify DHCP here, and yeah, there are. First is the discover, second is the request. So this DHCP request might have the host name and host name. Okay, we found it. So host name is Kali. I'll put it here also. Host name equals Kali. And now I'll try it out here. Okay, that was the answer. So now we need to confirm whether the attacker captured the user's hash and it is crackable. What is the username whose hash was captured? For this, the attack was most probably NTLM relay. So I'll do NTLM SSP, and yeah, got it. So the attacker was trying to capture for the John.Deacon. You can go ahead and put, it is SMB2 by the way. So you can go ahead and open all of them and NTLM secure provider, username John.Deacon. So copy this value. Username equals John.Deacon. Submit. Okay, now in NTLM traffic, we can see that victim's credentials were relayed multiple times to the attacker machine. When were the hashes captured the first time? So once again, we'll check for the NTLM, and this time instead of filtering from source, filter it by time. So now the first time it was done here, status, and I think this is the one. Let's take a look. Alright, let's click on it. Frame. Okay, so I'll copy the UTC value, copy it, and I'm not sure if this is the time, but that is the first one, so it has to be. No, so format, I'll format it. So it says 2024, then June 06, and 24. Time is 11:18:30. Let's test it out. Okay, that was the answer. Now, what was the typo made by the victim? Okay, we have already this. So it is asking what is the typo that the victim made that caused his credentials to be leaked. So we already saw it that it was DCC01 instead of DC01. So submit it, and yes, that was the answer. To get the actual credential of the victim, we need to stitch together multiple values from the NTLM negotiation packets. What is the server challenge value? So go back here, and here this challenge value, it says NTLM. Actually, when you look at it, it says NTLM SSP challenge. So double click here, and here I think it should be somewhere around this part. Target, negotiate back, no. Target info, no. Okay, it is supposed to be somewhere around here. Mm. Okay, yeah, this is the value. NTLM server challenge. So I might have missed it last time. Okay, so I'll copy this and here. And I'll paste it here as well and submit it. Now doing something similar to find anti-proof HTR. So anti-proof HTR is actually the first 16 bytes of the security hash. So here, this request, let's review it. Let's go down. Your provider, NTLM response. I can directly extract the first 16 bytes or okay, I got it here as a field. So copy this value. This is a proof string which proves that there's a proof matching. So NTLM proof anti-proof str. Just it here and I'll paste it here as well. To test the password complexity, try recovering the password from the information. Okay, so when we are doing for the NTLM, this is actually net NTLM v2. For this, we have to construct password in multiple parts, and I think it was something like username, then domain. Let me check it out. Let's check it here. And net NTLM v2 hash format. For we are going to use hashcat, so let's search for hashcat. Okay, I got that it is M5600. If I'll go for hashcat and here hashcat dash h grep dash I NTLM. Yes, it is 5600 NTLM net NTLM v2 and okay, I got the format which I was looking for. So copy this format and I'll paste it here and now I'll construct it. So the first is username, copy the username, paste it. Then domain, so domain was, did I not copy the domain? Let me just go ahead and copy the domain as well. Yeah, domain is forella. Copy the value forella. Then followed by server challenge. So server challenge value is that one. Copy it, paste it here. Now it is the challenge, client challenge and Bob, server challenge, response. Okay, I think there is some discrepancy here. Okay, so the main, so anti-proof, this is actually anti-proof string. So I'll paste it here, copy this. And finally, the last line, challenge and blob, that is, you have to copy the entire value. So this entire value, this NTLM response entirely, copy it, and here we have to remove the first 16 bytes. So it is still CD4 till here, because it is the same as this anti-proof string. So remove this value, the entire first 16 bytes. Make sure that you are not removing anything else. And now attach this. So I'll change this format so that you can understand it better. It is anti-proof HTR, and finally the rest of the blob, response blob, without anti-proof HTR. Okay, I think this is better format. Now let's go ahead and copy this, and now let's use hashcat. So first I'll have to unzip the rocky.txt. Now hashcat, then dash here attack mode is 0, then dash m, it is 5600. Paste the hash. Okay, I did not copy the entire hash, I guess. Hashcat dash 80 dash m 5600. Then copy this entire value, paste it here, then followed by the path to your word list. Use a slash there slash word list slash rocky.txt. So it's taking its time to, let's wait a few minutes till it cracks it. It says not enough allocate. Okay, I'll do it in my host. So and we have cracked it. So copy this value. It is not my password 0k and question mark. So copy this value and I'll paste it here. Password is okay. So now I have password stored here. So after this, I'll copy it and submit it on this as well. So let's submit it. Okay, got it. Now finally we have to get more context and get the actual file share that the victim was trying to navigate. So let's go back and SMB2, SMB2. So this is all the SMB, and here you can see that there is a connect request to this file share, and yeah, found it. So this was our victim 136, and we found the file share. So let's go ahead and copy it and submit the value. And there we have it, guys. We have successfully solved this challenge. However, even though this was uh, shared as pretty easy, this included a lot of concept related to Active Directory. For you have to know the Active Directory protocols, the NTLM relay, and the file structure, how the NTLM hash works. So yeah, that was a good detail. This was a good Sherlock. So see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.